Just getting started in game 4 of 6 of the series between the Shuckers and the Montgomery Biscuits. And the Biscuits leading 2-1. 8-9-1 batters set to stand in. Matthew Wood, Mark Coy II, and Dylan O'Ray due up as we trudge on to the top of the third against the righty Gary Gilhill. His first pitch is a called strike to the lefty Wood, who's down 0-1. The Shuckers are sporting their black military jerseys tonight with the Biloxi Lighthouse Shield, 0-1. Wood swings and chops it foul down the first base side, and he's in protect mode now, down 0-2. But Wood was not wearing that jersey until just before first pitch. He was wearing the blue Shuckers jersey during his entire warm-up in the national anthem. The 0-2 offering. High and wide with the fastball, and it's 1-2. In fact, a majority of the Shuckers roster was wearing the Biloxi blue jerseys, and they had to run back and get their black ones. 1-2. Runs inside on Wood, and that hit him with the heater. 94 on the side to Wood. He circles the batter's box right now and slowly takes off his equipment as he'll gingerly take a stroll up that first base line with a free pass to lead off things in the top of the third.
Well, you and I, pregame, were looking down at the field and wondering why seemingly half of the starting lineup sprinted off the field to the clubhouse. And then we realized both teams are wearing pretty much the exact same color.
Montgomery's in their powder blues tonight. They get first choice as the home team, so the Shuckers had to make the last-second fashion switch. Here's Mark Coy II from the right side. The righty Gilhill delivers, and Coley takes a strike after showing bunt and pulling back at the last second.
That's not something we haven't seen before. It's very common in spring training, especially in the Cactus League with the Reds and Angels.
The 0-1 offering. Coley swings and loops it into left for a base hit. On a couple hops to Cameron James. Wood springs up to second. ABC baseball to start the top of the third. 2 runners on for the Shuckers with nobody out, and the Biscuits leading 2-1 as the lineup card flips over for Dylan O'Ray. And Matthew Wood had to have his jersey given to him by Darian Miller, who went to go deliver it to him because he was warming up Brett Witrowski in the bullpen when they received the news.
And Witrowski's jersey had to be brought out by Ryan Birch. Whole relay system.
First pitch to O'Ray. Swings and dribbles it foul, first base side. Shuckers first pitch hunting early in the third frame with Gilhill on the hill, and it's 0-1. Never going to get not used to saying that. Gilhill on the hill. Again, there's no hyphen in that name. It is just Gary Gilhill. Gary Anthony Gilhill is his full name.
That sounds like even more of a law firm.
0-1. O'Ray swings and skies it into left. James sprints back toward the warning track, comes up with the catch. Wood flinched off second, but the throw would have beaten him by a mile if he tagged a third. And that's a big first out for the Biscuits. And the Shuckers half of the third to keep runners stationed at first and second with now 1 out in the inning. That brings a switch hitter Jesus Midday into the left-handed batter's box. Short leads off of first and second for Wood and Coley the second. A pause from Gilhill, and he fires. Midday swings and rolls it foul at the first baseline for strike 1. Midday stretching out a little after I believe he might have fouled that off himself. It was just a slider that was inside, and he might have accidentally hit it off his foot. Right now he's wearing some red, white, and blue cleats that look a bit like a bomb pop, if you will. It's getting me in the 4th of July spirit right now. A peek back from Gilhill on the pitch. Midday leaves a changeup on the outside, and the count even at a ball and a strike.
I can see sort of both bomb pop and a little bit of Go-Gurt.
Ooh, good shout. You got both flavors there, too. The 1-1. Midday swings and sprays it down the left field line and fair. Wood gets the wave around third. That ball's ticketed toward the corner. Coley's hard around second. He's on third. He gets the stop sign there. And Miday's into second with an RBI double to tie this game at 2 apiece in Montgomery.
And that's his first extra base hit in quite a while. Just 3 in his last 15 games entering today. And it's good to see him make that adjustment. Second AB, plays it down the left field line, and that is an easy double. And his first hit as baseball's top prospect.
RBI number 21 for Jesus Miday. And it puts runners at second and third with 1 out for the lefty Blake Burke. Gil Hill's first offering. And Burke takes a sweeper on the outside for ball 1. So after allowing 2 runs in the bottom of the first, the Shuckers have gotten a run in each of the last 2 innings to tie things and can potentially double their lead with a base hit from Burke. The 1-0. Burke swings and misses at a changeup inside. And the count leveled at a ball and a strike. Burke's got a 5-game on-base streak to his name, and he's driven in a team-high 26 so far this season. Lags that bat over his left shoulder and awaits the 1-1. Burke swings and rolls it hard up the middle. Horvath plays it on a hop, tosses to first, but Coley comes home to score safely, and the Shuckers, just like that, are back in the lead. It's 3-2 Biloxi on the RBI ground out by Blake Burke, his team leading 27th driven in of the season.
And you got to give Horvath a lot of credit just to get a glove on that thing. Tied for the hardest ball hit this season by a Shucker at 115 miles an hour.
Oh my, that was a rocket off the bat of Burke. It's out number 2 though. Miday's still on second, and here's the righty Damon Keith, the pitch. Keith waves at a slider inside corner for strike 1.
You heard it from Mike Guerrero during the pregame show today about the Shuckers are doing a really good job playing fundamental baseball. And we've seen that in the last 2 innings, just taking advantage of mistakes.
Shuckers have already struck for 2 in this inning and lead 3-2 with 2 outs, the 0-1. Keith way late on a sweeper outside. And he's got to tighten up here, down 0-2. Miday veers off a second unguarded. Gil Hill peers back at him. Miday dances off and pitches home. Miday's off on the pitch, and Keith swings and misses at a sweeper once again for strike 3. It's the 3rd K today for Gary Gil Hill. The Shuckers strand a runner, but they get 2 and now lead 3-2 over the Biscuits as we head to the bottom of the 3rd on the Shuckers Radio Network and the Hype 100.9 FM.